Hey, this is Mike with Daily Self-Reliance, and I'm pleased to be back with you for another video in my series on creating your own gear. Today what we're going to work on is your typical easy home remedy for making dry bags. Now, many of you will recognize this. This is a typical dry bag that you can pick up for camping, that kind of thing. And there are many other versions. There are some more heavy-duty versions and that kind of thing. But what I want to do today is I'm going to show you a quick way to make small dry bags so that you can keep small gear in, food, even your camera, that kind of thing. It's real easy to do, and it's real quick to do. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples. This is one that I did. You can see it's a long version. You know, you can make these things in just about any configuration. Here's one that I did that has handles on it, and so you know, it makes it easy to carry, so you can carry it by itself or put it down inside your pack gear. Now, sometime back I was watching a video of Mike Dixon from Stone Age Bushcraft, and I saw that he had a small bag that had been created similar to what I'm doing here, and it kind of inspired me to come up with these ideas. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to create a couple of these bags real quick and then you can take it from there and start creating your own gear just like I have here. So let me get set up here real quick. You're going to need a couple of items to do this. It's really simple. One is some duct tape, and you can choose any color. You know, this is fluorescent orange. You can get any number of different colors of this, just depending on what you want to do. Just like this one is black. So something else you're going to need is an assortment of Ziploc bags. You know, I've got your typical sandwich size, and then I've got your gallon size. And that's what we're going to work with today. So let me get set up, and we'll start making one of these bags. Okay, hopefully you can see this. What you're going to want to do, and the idea is here is the bag provides a layer of airtightness. It also provides waterproofing. Your duct tape is going to provide another layer of waterproofing, but it's going to provide the reinforcement that this bag needs so that it doesn't tear on you, apart from the fact that it also makes it easy to repair. So the first one we're going to do is this large gallon size bag, and I'm going to do this one in fluorescent orange so that you'll get an idea of how this is done. It's really simple to get started, and there is no real set way that you have to go about doing this. But you want to start off with some strips. And what I like to do is place them on here any way that you want to. And then you're going to fold it over. The nice thing is that you're not going to overdo the reinforcement on this, so if you got to make several stabs at it, it's real easy to do. Or you can measure this and cut the right length of tape as you go. But you can see your point. You can see how you do this. And then what I also like to do is I like to overlap these just a little bit. That way it gives you that extra seal right there. And you just keep working in this pattern. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to cover this up, and then when I get done, I'll be right back with you. While we're going along here, I wanted you to notice something. You see this little gap that I'm leaving right here? It's not necessary when you're first wrapping this thing that you get all the way to the top here, and I'll explain that to you here in just a minute, because we're going to do a little bit of extra work here that's going to provide a little bit more secure on this. It's a little more security. So, okay, as you can see, I've reached the end. I just have one small area here left to cover. I did that for a reason, because I got a couple things I want to show you here for reinforcing this. It's important that on the end that your piece will go over the end and wrap around the other side, and the reason for that is for that added security and strength. So what I'm going to do, rather than go under with this piece, I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to fold this one over, and that's going to provide that added strength on this outside edge. And then I'll just continue the same pattern here of covering it up, because obviously one of the nice things about duct tape is that you can just keep overlapping it, and it just makes it stronger and seals it up more and more. And if you'll remember, when we made this edge, that it started right at the edge, and so I want to go ahead and give it the same attention and make sure that we have a piece that's wrapped all the way around to give that edge that strength. And you can just keep doing this more and more and more, whatever you want to do. Got a little piece hanging off there. And it doesn't matter, you really can't make any mistakes here, for the simple fact that the duct tape just will keep building up and building up. So that's one of the nice things, is you're really not making any mistakes. Now, when I talked about not making it all the way to this edge, here's the reason for that. Because you're going to take a little bit of this tape and you're going to lay it right across the top, just like that. And that creates a nice straight line, but also gives your top a little more reinforcement. Now, if you want to add handles to that, as you can see with this one, I just rolled up the tape, stuck it underneath there, and put a band around it, and that created the handles. You can also put some cordage through there, which is what Mike had on the one that he was using. He just had a little bit of cord that was stuck underneath the tape. So there you have it, and if you want to, you know, you've got this tape rolled under the underneath for strength, but it never hurts to have a little extra reinforcement. So I'm going to take just a little bit more tape. And put it around the bottom for that one last little addition. And there you have it, one fluorescent orange dry bag. You can put anything in it you want. Keep it dry, it's reinforced. You can do the same thing with a small bag if you want to. Or the way I made that long one is I did a small bag like this, and then I just basically took another bag and had it on the bottom, and it's all held together with tape. So that made the long one. You can do the same thing with the large one and create a longer bag. So there's a quick, simple, cheap way to make dry bags. Make them any color you want. Make them any size you want, really, if it gets right down to it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you can put this to work for you and use this to help create your own gear.